Here's how to save money starting your clothing brand in just one weekend. Many clothing companies fail because they keep making this critical mistake. They go out of business because they purchase too much expensive inventory without having enough demand. Why would you do all this work producing and shipping your products when you can let print-on-demand services do the work for you? Print-on-demand services help ship and manufacture your products. And the best part is you don't have to carry a bunch of inventory that won't sell through. Your garments are produced shortly after your customer says they want it. This is awesome because you get to scale your business without much of the responsibility. All you need to understand is who your customer is and how to advertise to them. Once you understand consumer behavior, you can cater your products to a specific audience. This is where Googling a bunch of SEO tools can be incredibly helpful. In print on demand, there will be a base manufacturing cost for products. Price your goods higher than the manufacturing and shipping costs, and you're ready to make money. This is way too easy. Before you start the creative process, you're going to want to find a niche. You don't want to spend all this time designing stuff just to realize that no one is actually going to buy what you're selling. Most popular items are dominated by competitors. You want to search for an untapped market. You can't go straight for the biggest piece of the pie. Amazon got their start selling you books. It's time to start thinking from the perspective of your viewer. What are their interests? What are their pain points? What issues do they have? Sometimes it's helpful to build audience personas based off your own interests and needs. It's usually easier to figure out the problems you have in your own life before you deal with someone else's. Once your research has led you to a target audience, it's time to start designing. The reason most clothing businesses fail is they skip that first step. They don't really understand how to market to their customers or who their customers really are. A lot of people create solutions to problems that really don't exist for people. When people see your work, they're going to think, yeah, that design was cool and all, but why am I going to buy it? Does this product help me? Do I have a personal or emotional connection to this style or imagery? Alright, we're all up to speed. It's design time. The software that I love to use is called Procreate. However, I like to modify my work in both Photoshop and Illustrator. For beginners, Canva might be the easiest and most intuitive for you to learn. Now, for print designs on clothing, you really want to make sure the quality is great. It's really important to export your designs at 300 resolution. You wouldn't want to wear a pixelated shirt, so why should someone else? Now, once you've done that, it's time to make sure that the colors on your computer on your design match the colors of the actual print. This will be different depending on what software you use. People print using something called Pantone colors. I know this sounds dumb, but you really want to make sure that there aren't any surprises when you actually see your product. Once you have your polished design, it's time to upload it to a print-on-demand site. Now, if you don't know, there's a variety of print-on-demand services that will help manufacture and ship your designs for you. But there's a lot more to consider than just uploading your work. If you care about your customers, you want to test the quality to make sure that they're getting a good product. High-quality work will help build your reputation as a brand and make sure that people actually want to purchase again. 3 dominant players in the print-on-demand space are Redbubble, Teespring, and Printify. Just speaking from experience, I really don't love the quality of Redbubble's printing. Redbubble is just way too inconsistent, and Teespring is not that much better. Printify really is my favorite option that I would recommend to people. If you don't know much about Printify, they outsource to various manufacturers. This means that you can compare and contrast the quality of different garment companies to select one that aligns with your brand. Printify also has incredible integrations to make sure that you can promote your product, or it can promote the product for you. But we're going to touch on that later. Once you're on the Printify site, all you have to do is start scrolling through the catalog. When you see a garment you love with a good price point, click on it. If you scroll down, you can see the list of companies that are willing to print on this garment. You'll see that every company has its own reputation. You can reference the reviews to make an informed decision about your purchase. Many of these manufacturers have different shipping and production times. They also have different color variations in stock. These are all important factors to consider when you're partnering with a manufacturer. Now, just speaking from personal experience, I really love Monster Digital. I think they're high quality. I think that their prints come out great. The colors always match, the design is well aligned. But do your own research. Make an informed choice. Once you've selected a manufacturer, all you have to do is upload your own design. As long as you stay within the printable area, you can scale your design up or down. But don't say I didn't warn you. The larger images get, the more likely they are to be less quality. But I know that you were paying attention to this guide, and you made sure to export at 300 resolution, so this wasn't a problem. After you've uploaded your design, you can edit and adjust the profit margin. On Printify, you can purchase samples to test the quality of your work. Printify works best when you connect it with a website to attract customers. Just look at some of these options. And print on demand is just that easy. When people purchase on one of these websites, Printify is informed, they manufacture the product, and then ship it out to your customer. After you add your payment information to a Printify account, the money just starts trickling in. If you're just starting a new clothing company, I would highly recommend Printify as a print-on-demand option because you don't have to worry about inventory or shipping. The next thing you need to do is get some traction on your website so people can actually purchase. Placeit.net is a great resource. They create mockups for people wearing your design to showcase your product. However, if you want credibility and better results, it's much better to take your own photos. People need social proof that people are actually purchasing these designs. If you're struggling to get initial traction, you should just take photos of some of your friends wearing your hoodies. Try to get as many positive reviews as possible, and then showcase those testimonials. You can use social media ads and build an email list. Some Printify integrations like Etsy create traffic for you organically. Make sure that your designs are consistent and cohesive. Printify has worked incredibly well for me. Check out my clothing company at ironicmediastore.com. I'm going to put out a lot more videos to help you build your own brand. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Now, it's that time where you hit that red button to give me that dopamine. Hit that like button. Have a great day, and as always, follow the madness.